Well, the onset of fall weather is certainly a welcome occurrence for folks in Silicon Valley, and we've got football on a gorgeous day here in Santa Clara as we are situated at Levi's Stadium. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7 as it'll be the Houston Texans taking on the San Francisco 49ers. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Stroud looks to throw on the first play. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Mykel Williams in there to get him. It's a loss of 5.
And so much for that great field position to start the game. Now they're way behind the sticks. Can't wait to see what their second down call is going to look like now.
The start less than ideal as they already face a 2nd and long. They'll run. It's Kenneth Walker. And he'll fight for a couple as the tackle is made at about the 32. You look at this Niner defense. They were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
And the big difference in the game, their ability to force turnovers. Multiple, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, the big difference in the game.
It was impressive. Now the question, can they duplicate it? And this opening drive not going to plan. This is now 3rd and 13. Stroud working out of the gun. That's complete. It's Collins. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it. And that's going to make it 4th down. The Texans send the punter out. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the 49ers will take over deep in their own territory. Looking to put a drive together. A first carry here for Jordan James. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. 2nd down. But Charles, something we talked about last week, when you start believing whether you're in the midst of a special season or not. Well, now they're at 6-0. Are you still trying to tamp down the expectations in that locker room?
Well, to me, it's less about tamping down expectations and much more about not getting ahead of yourself as a team. And look, they've got to play each game individually, right? Many teams talk about being 1-0 at the end of each and every game each week. To me, you've got to understand you cannot win the Super Bowl in October.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. They'll throw with Penix. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The Niners at 6-0. What a start to the season for them. And they have certainly got it rolling as of late. Winners of 6 in a row.
And I think this is where, as a head coach, you show your team some trust. Instead of just talking about winning, the very next game, you point out to them, we're on a nice run here. And if we keep doing this, we'll be playing at home in the postseason. And we know that could ride us all the way to the Super Bowl if we get that done.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Now Penix. And it's incomplete.
But when you're going up against a talented receiver like that, you just know that they're going to bring more people to him, right? They're going to double cover him every chance they get.
I think that is what we're going to see all game long, an early taste of that double, maybe even sometimes triple coverage we might see.
Yeah, I think what they're counting on, his talent to sometimes beat that double coverage.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Here we go. 7, go.
Here's Penix. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That good for 22 and a first down. You were telling me this yesterday. That's exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation we were talking about with one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly, it's a big man's game. And it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
18 yards that time to push him up, first and goal.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a first and goal.
18 Cardinals, 18 Cardinals.
James is not going to get a whole lot, maybe a yard down to the 3. Only a yard that time, second and goal.
It's a gain of a yard.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
Go!
They'll try and throw. Here's Penix. And that one off the mark. A little late with the throw. So it's been a long drive. They held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage, after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
The kick by Fairbairn is good. So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Here we go. Let's go.
And they are winners of 2 straight games as they have climbed back to 500 now on the season.
And you and I both know this can be a tough team to figure out sometimes, because I remember a few weeks ago you and I having a conversation where we both thought that this was a season they could get away from them pretty quickly. Obviously not. And that's not a play that you see all that often at the start of a drive, but some teams, they don't mind doing it. And that one, well sold by the offensive linemen. They showed the pass, and then they got out into space, able to get some good blocks downfield and allow the play to be successful.
Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. You look at this Niner defense. Against the pass, they've had some issues. Ranked number 23 in the NFL right now.
They're in the bottom 10 in the league. I mean, when you look at their talent, you would think that they'd be much better. Overall, I don't think there's any question you'd have to say that they've underachieved.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
Now a draw play. It's Walker. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
That was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on 1st down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3.
Tony.
Here's Stroud. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Jalen Noel, his first touchdown on the year. And the Texans have answered that early field goal to take a first-quarter lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes it a 7-3 lead.
49ers 3.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Ball at the 26, 2nd and 7.
Let's go. Let's go.
On the ground, it's James. And he'll get a couple up to the 29.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
This now a 3rd and 4.
79 Broncos. 19.
After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Looking to throw, Penix. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd and a yard. Here's James. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to say?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. 54 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
That's how you get right up off of the map, because on the last play, they stoned him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. But he's the type of guy that scared me a little bit because he's not daunted. Just got right back up, showed some confidence, and picked up a first down with his very next run.
To the air, Penix. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
What a drive. This has been just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
On 1st and 10, here's Brown. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. A gain of 3, second down.
Not a big run, not an explosive run, but they've held the ball for plenty of plays on this drive. They're just trying to impose their will on the defense right now.
And looking to throw, Penix. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Niners are once again back in front. The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
They work now on 2nd and 9.
All right.
And Stroud now to throw. This one left side caught by Collins. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll send the tight end in motion left. Stroud to throw it. That is caught. And he is going to have the Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Walker now on 1st and 10. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Now Stroud. Throw out wide to Walker. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
But they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
Throwing now is Stroud. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
I have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
2nd and 10. Now to the ground. Here's Walker. He winds up getting only a couple there. Down to the 29. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
All right.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. Eighth play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down.
18.
Stroud looking to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Spencer Schrader now on to try the field goal. This one from 46 yards out. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. It's picked up. A live ball here, remember. Well, since the leaping rules were changed back in 2017, we only average about one block kick per week league-wide. They pulled out all the stops there, got someone in there, delivered a big block.
I actually didn't think it was that high. I thought it was even less than that. But those guys executed perfection right there. Really brought excellent effort on that snap. Can't ask for anything more, and they got it done. That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Now a fake on a jet sweep, and they'll instead run up the middle. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. Touchdown, 49ers. Jordan James hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the 49ers take the block field goal and convert it into 6 points. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing. Loose inside the 30, inside the 10, and into the end zone. A pick six for the 49er D as they scored a touchdown. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Good starting field position for the Houston Texans here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. That's over the middle into the hands of Noel. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable 2nd down.
Now a 2nd and 2.
Here we go.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. It's caught on the right side. Williams. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. That one good for 26 and a 1st down.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Stroud. He completes this to Walker. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice short tackle.
And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Mykel Williams. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. He had his lone attempt blocked earlier. And he's going to miss this one. Wide to the left from distance. It's no good. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
James. And not a whole lot there, maybe a yard to the 27.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
3rd and 4.
Come on, set. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
He'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Here's J.K. Scott now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. And no return on this one as that kicks out of bounds, so they'll start just outside of their own 30-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
Here we go.
Here's Walker to start the drive. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments.
18. That's it.
Stroud out of the gun here. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
That's it.
Looking to throw. Stroud. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
Fielded just inside the 20. And he'll take a shot at the end of that one, and they'll begin right there.
At their own 32-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself. Good, strong, explosive run that started inside, which means you've got to control those defensive linemen, the defensive tackles, the nose guards. Those guys have to be controlled. How about the offensive line, the job they just did?
Yeah, key that A-gap usually on those runs, right?
That's where it all starts because everyone wants to kind of control that area. It disrupts things from the defensive side and the offensive side. As we just saw, it opens up possibilities.
163 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the shotgun, it's Penix. And that nearly the first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. They run it with James. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down.
Here we go.
They'll look to throw here. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. Now Kaimi Fairbairn for the field goal try. Fairbairn able to put this one through. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions. That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Stroud working out of the gun. Over the middle, he gets it to Collins. And they stop him up short of the 1st down as they get him at about the 43. The Texans send the punter out as he's on to kick it away. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. He's going to field this at the 4. A pretty good punt, but a nice 13-yard return. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
2 yards to go, 2nd down.
Let's go. Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Play fake, and they'll throw with Penix. To the sideline, and oh, that's well done. Able to drag the feet. He's going to have the first down. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. They will toss to Brown. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Inside the 20. Touchdown, 49ers. Chase Brown, 73 yards. And the 49ers will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that stretches the lead all the way up to 27.
Texans 7.
The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Stroud off the play fake. Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Andre Cisco.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
First and 10 at the 40.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. An inside give, Brown. Taking it right down Broadway. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Chase Brown with now his 2nd touchdown of this 3rd quarter. And the Niners are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone, so this ball will come out to the 30 now. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Well, it's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive will have the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't want to admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
Here's 2nd and 7.
Here we go. Let's go. Hey.
And they'll go play action here with Stroud. And the Niners get there and bring him down. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down.
But one thing I do know, these guys on defense, they don't want this game to end. They're winning by multiple touchdowns. They've shut down the opposing quarterback in a big way, and they're still picking up sacks as we approach the end of this one.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Collins. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
18. Let's go.
4th down, 4th quarter. Here's Stroud. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 46. On the counter, it's Walker. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Seems pretty obvious defensively. A key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
2nd and 9 from the 44.
All right. On 18. That's it.
Here's Stroud.
Throw left side complete. That's Collins. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down.
He kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
First down.
Here we go.
Play action. Stroud now.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And he'll get it down inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
But if you're going to have a relay race, you're probably going to pick your backs and receivers to run it, but don't underestimate the conditioning of the offensive line. They're out there just dictating things, staying on the field, and keeping a long drive going.
Stroud sets up the play action.
This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They tackle them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the 4th down attempt and keeping the drive alive?
So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here, 1st and 10. Open man is Collins. He's got it.
He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. The Texans on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 10.
And Stroud now to throw.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the 1st down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot.
A short gain that doesn't get them the 1st down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it.
On the quick, right? 18.
Stroud now on 4th down.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on 4th. And this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, giving him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
Set, go!
They'll give this up the middle to Braun. And a nice pickup as this one gets him to the 10-yard line.
127 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Here's J.K. Scott now, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. Oh, the return is Williams. A 46-yard punt, 4-yard return.
And the Texans will take over.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try to hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Second and 5.
Here we go.
Sticking with Walker on second down.
And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance. And by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go at each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for the Niners, their winning ways continue as they get it up to 7-0.
And they will hit the road next week to take on the Washington Commanders.
Meanwhile, for Houston, they fall a game under the 500 mark at 3-4 through 7 games. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.